How everybody doing? This is Drummond from Progressive Action. I wasn't gonna make a live today. I know I always say I wasn't gonna make a live, but I'm gonna make a live sometime next week, maybe Sunday or Wednesday. But I've been reading. There's been a lot of developments, so to speak, and I feel compelled to speak on some of these developments. And the most notably is Kia Poor running for president of TWU Local 100. And let's be clear, Kia is the most qualified, capable person running for office, for the presidency. Talk about someone who put in so many grievances, somebody who's respected by management, somebody that everybody agree that Key is a brilliant man. He understands the contract. He's a leader. He's made some mistakes for sure. And a lot of mistakes. We all have. But he's needed right now. If we want this union to go in a different direction, in a different path, we want some change, he's the man for the job, right? It ain't Kadoro. It ain't him. What has Kadoro accomplished? Who has he led? Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. We got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody has their ambition and their individual goals. They do not care about the membership. And I don't want to get down and dirty. This is a down and dirty game. You know, I always try to be a gentleman in all this. I tried to be at the last election before, for nothing. But this is a dirty game. And if I have to say things which will be the truth, and I welcome anybody to find any dirt about Drummond. Anything, if you say something about me and it's true, I'm going to cop out to it. I got nothing to lie about. Nothing. Everyone who knows, everybody that's in the know, knows that I can't be bought. I don't do this for money. I don't care about that. If I win the election, thank you, Jehovah. God bless everybody. And I thank everybody. If I don't, I don't. Life goes on. And that's what all this about. So we can have a life. We don't got to live with transit's foot on our neck. We don't got to work the next 20, 25 years dealing with despair and death. And the threat of death and the threat of harm and the threat of being punished. We need change and we need it now. But the problem is that nobody believes in the greater good. I'm not a Biden man, but I do respect Biden for understanding that he needed to step aside. I don't know who's going to win this election, but he understood that he needs to step aside for the good of his constituents, for the good of the country in his eyes. And some of these candidates should step aside who claim they for the greater good, need to step aside. We have individuals running who will not win. They won't even win their departments. In politics, if you can't win your state, you can't win the election. And that's where we are right now. You got people, you're not gonna win. Nobody has no faith because you put on the suit. Don't make you qualified to lead. And if I have to, I would expose everything I have to expose. I don't want to. But the truth is the truth. And there's too much at stake right now. There's too much going on. People are in pain at transit. Particularly RTO. And stations. All of the buses. All the departments. I said this before, and I apologize for being redundant. Ask any of these old timers, have they ever seen it this bad? Ask people who've been there 5 years ago, they're going to say it's worse than when they started. 10 years ago, it's worse than when they started. 15 years ago, worse than when they started. Everybody's saying to a man, it's never been this bad, and it is bad. If everything was the way it should be, we would be supporting this administration. But we're at a unique point right now, a pivotal point, that we need the best leader right now. Nobody has the resume, good and bad. Nobody has the experience of Kia Pua. Nobody has the respect and the fear of transit, of his intellect. He's a brilliant man, and people call me, yo, you going against the brothers. I want the best person there. I want the best person there for us. Of course, I'm black and I'm proud and I love mine. But I want the best person there. And I want the best team there in all the departments. And people have to make a decision. Stop lying to the membership. He has his flaws. He's made his mistakes. And he's paid for them. This administration is trying to crucify him. This administration is trying to crucify Tremel Thompson. This administration is no friend of Evangeline Byers. I can't say the same for Cordero. He worked with him for years. He had a cushy gig with them for years. He's walked around with his papers in his pocket. This is the man that's been around the union for 20, 30 and has done nothing. There's nothing notable that he's done. Ask anybody. Ask this old timer. His name don't ring bells as far as integrity and decency and hard work. I guess he's a decent dude. But he's not the one to lead us. We found someone. We have someone to orchestrate some change here. We have someone who's fought Stand United. We have somebody who had independent thoughts and he's paid for it. Not like Canelo. Fell right line and getting on Canelo, Triple G. Gomez got to go. I need some special effects. I'm going to have to go to Tremel House. I say everybody got the fancy YouTube channel. I don't listen. I put my phone on something and I cut it on. That's it. There's nothing fancy about it. But I need to show you all some visuals about Canelo Gomez and prove that he's a fraud. Let me get on him. The brother that passed away. And forgive me for not knowing his name. I had his name out. But the probationary that died, God rest his soul, our brother, who was trying to make a better life for himself and his family. Someone from his class called Canelo Gomez and said they wanted the class to be excused so his classmates could attend his funeral. And our classy, our classy, refined, dignified, professional, hardworking, all for the membership, told this young woman who said, can you do anything to get us excused for class? Canelo Gomez says, it's going all around the system. What else you want me to do? I already had your signal exam pushed back. That's Canelo Gomez. That's who he is. And I'm going to prove to y'all. A live or two, I need some special effects because I got to show y'all some visuals to explain it. He don't care about the membership. This man care nothing about. He don't care about anything other than getting 2 terms in office so he could get that union pension. He's told people as much. Most folks who campaigned and was by his side the last election are gone. They was gone within a year. Because they didn't play ball. They held on to their principle and beliefs. What he did, he went right to the bosom of Stand United members first. This man, I told y'all, Go back. It's hard to go back. I'm going to try to pull up them shows. Well, I told you his plan was to run with Stand United. If he has some principles, he don't have to run with Stand United. I didn't run with Stand United. They asked me to. I didn't. I follow my principles, and I didn't run with him. I ran independent. But if he was a man of independent thought, why didn't he run with anybody? He could start his own slate. Why didn't he? Because he Stand United. He went right over. He sold us out. Mr. Fire and Brimstone sold us out. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. He keeps saying it was a fight with Trammell, right? So if he wanted to fight Trammell, right? Why didn't he call Trammell like he called me? He said, meet me on Rockaway Boulevard by Dunkin' Donuts. I'm in your territory, like this was the Wild Wild West. I'm in your territory. He called me out. Why didn't he call Trammell the same way? And say, yo, come upstairs. Let's talk. I see you here. He didn't do that with Trammell. What he did was go to Bedford Park and ambush him. So those who he telling is just a fight, he knows how to call somebody and say, yo, meet me, see me. Because he called me. I got the phone records. And some of y'all who work with him, y'all was standing right there. Y'all was right there. So he just said this coincidentally was a fight. No, it was a setup. And again, he didn't say to the membership, to our brothers and sisters, I was wrong. I'm the VP. I conducted myself in a way that I should not have. Y'all deserve better, and I will try to do better. I apologize for my actions on this date at Bedford Park. No, he didn't do it. He explained himself to management, and he called the cops. He didn't know he was going to get arrested. All this that he did was unprecedented. It's never happened that a VP has physically attacked and his henchman, big 300-pound goon who did nothing. I guess he's a teddy bear, I guess. Lovable teddy bear. Because he's damn sure that he weighs more than Trammell and Gomez. He could have stopped that. Incompetent at the bare minimum. So this man, Gomez, explained himself to management. He said to management everything that he should have said to the membership. That he got out himself. He's no better. He shouldn't have behaved himself. He's held to higher standard as VP. And that's for all the candidates. You have to be better. You have to be better. It's a privilege to be elected officer and can serve your constituents and your brothers and sisters. It's a privilege and an honor to serve the membership. It's not the means to wield power and intimidate and threaten and fight. Everything that Canelo Gomez has done, that he's done, and he continues to do. So he think in the last 3 months he can buy you? The moment them ballots are counted, if he was fortunate enough to win, he would go resort to what he's been for the past 28 months. For the past 37 months. 38 months. He thinks you're so stupid that he can bribe himself into office. You need a TV? You need an air conditioner? You need your car wash? There's another barbecue here? His whole actions show you. He took a picture of all the beer and sodas he bought. We don't need to know. If you want to give a function, a party, a celebration for the membership, we don't need to see your invoice. But he's a manipulative bully. That's what he is. That's all he is. And in a few shows, I tell you, I will show you that he don't care about the membership one bit. He's a fraud. And everybody, he's either got rid of the people who he started with, or they left or abandoned him. There's no coincidence that Courageous Lemon went to TSS. There's no coincidence that Melendez went to TSS. There's no coincidence that he only released people who listen to him and his gophers that he have. We'll talk about his gophers in a few weeks. These people that pretend to fight for the membership. You got more union reps. When you call a union rep now, they complaining to you how hard they working. You left it to Canelo. He was gonna put a GPS in everybody's ass to make sure that they answered the phone and they was working. He didn't do that. What's going on? Good afternoon, brother. But now it's not about Canelo Gomez. We're gonna talk about him next week. Gomez got to go. Triple G got to go. He ain't gonna get that bag on our watch. He ain't gonna get that second pension on our watch. He ain't gonna abuse us anymore. He ain't gonna embarrass us anymore. Contract talks. He wasn't even allowed on the property. How embarrassing is that? You name me another union rep, representing VP, top 11, whatever way you want to put it. High-ranking elected official who can't come on the property during contract negotiations? How embarrassing is that? But that's enough about Canelo for now. But sis, I respect you, sis. You know I do. You know I do. But let's be honest here. You're in a situation that demands your attention. They are trying to terminate you, sis. And more than that, unfortunately, you got train operators in RTO who are questioning you. Who as train operators, they're saying, how could that happen? How could that happen? You have train operators in your own division who have no faith in you, sis. That's just a fact. I know you're a fighter. I know you. I fought right beside you. But the truth of the matter is that you have people who have no faith in you. You have people who have left your slate, who have no faith in you. And we're talking about people who have been in the union for decades, who have abandoned you because they lost faith in you, sis. And you can't win. If you can't win RTO, sis, how are you going to win the other divisions? But it's time for all of us to come together. Everybody talk a good one. It's about unity. It's about our brothers and sisters. When the time comes for some sacrifice, nobody's willing to sacrifice. Everybody wants to be the boss. Everybody wants that glory that they're not going to get. That's a fact. As it stands right now with these slates, Stand United wins. If we're going to have a chance, we need a one-on-one race. 2 slates. Progressive Action and Kia Poor against Stand United. Members first. That's a fact. That's reality. That's why Biden stepped aside. I don't know if the Democrats are going to win or not. But their only shot was him to come to realization that he could not win. And folks in his own party lost faith in him, was calling for him to step down. And the Cadoro and Evangeline cared about the membership. Nobody's coming. I'm sorry, sis. Nobody's galvanizing behind you. They not, sis. That's a fact. You're fighting for your life at Transit right now. It's not equivalent to Toussaint when he lost his job. Toussaint had a movement behind him. And he was a brilliant man. He was a man who's been here for years, knew the system, knew how to work it, had everybody behind him. You don't have that, sis, unfortunately. You don't. We all Cadoro. We all need to get behind. We need to sit down and talk. And we need to throw our support behind Kia Poor. Because there's no question that he's the best person for the job at the moment. Everything's timing in life. Everything, and the time is now. We don't have to suffer another 4 years. I've always been willing to sacrifice. When I was running for VP, I told Tremel. I told people when I was campaigning, Tremel was going through, the union set him up. He was going through his right. They disqualified him. That if there was some way for Tremel to get back, I would step down. I said that. As a man of character, I could not run with Canelo Gomez. So I ran independent. I knew the risk that came with independence. Run for independence. But I followed my principle. Now's the time. If it's about the greater good, if it's about the membership, it's about unseating Stand United, it's about taking another course for our membership. And giving our membership, let them breathe. Get management off their necks. Let them go out on comp when they need comp. Let them stop being overly disciplined by these cowardly supervisors trying to advance their careers off our brothers and sisters' neck. Let us be looked at as a strong union that all of us can be proud of. The time is now. Everybody be safe. Take care. I'll see y'all soon.